Okay, so Packer has now built an image for us. We've got our provisioner in place. We've even put in our extra provisioner there, our shell provisioner, in order to test whether or not Cloud Init has finished doing its thing, which means if it has, then we can go ahead and run our Ansible playbook. The next thing we're going to look at in code, the final thing we're going to look at in code, is a post processor. Now, all this actually does is just once Packer has finished building the AMI, it then runs the post processors, and these allow you to do things like compress the image if it's a local. So if you're not producing an AMI and you're instead producing an OVA file, so an open virtualization kind of file, then you can compress that down. Or you might want to move a file, you want to import a file, such as an OVA file, into Amazon, and so forth, so on and so forth. So post processors just run after Packer's done all of its work, and they just enable you to kind of automate what you want to do after the fact. Now, because we're producing an AWS AMI, we don't really have any post processors that we need to run at this point in time. However, what you may want to do is something like, so here we're doing a shell local post processor. What we're saying to Packer is, I want you to run this inline shell script on my local system, the system on which I ran Packer. Okay, so where I typed Packer build, this shell local provisioner will be executed on that system. All we're doing here is telling it to just echo the string hello. What you need to understand about post processors is they let you do things after Packer has finished. So one example of that could be you might want to then send an email to say, hey, there's a new AMI available. Or you might want to update some remote configuration management database or inventory system to say that there's a new AMI that can now be used. And then that system could then be used by some other system, such as Terraform, to find the latest AMI for use for building EC2 instances. So post processors just actually allow us to do something after Packer has finished. So in fact, if we actually just go ahead and we actually run this, Packer's going to go ahead and it's actually going to build our new image for us. So I'm going to fast forward to the end of this because this takes about 5 or 6 minutes. And what we'll see is just that string being printed out, the hello string being printed out on the command line. Okay, so Packer's finished building the AMI for us, and it's done shell local, running the local shell script, and then it's created a temporary file from the information we gave it, and then we can see there's our string hello. These post processors, like I said, can do things far more powerful than this. They can notify people, put a Slack message, Discord message, MS Teams. They can update a file somewhere. They can change some information. You can do whatever you want because you can do whatever you want inside of a shell script. So they're very, very powerful. They're very, very useful, but they're also very, very simple.